Cannon G-force is oftentimes 10 times the force of gravity. I've heard just about everything at one point. It's kind of a rough sport if you've done it so many times for so long. You're coming in hot. I mean, it's after doing a very big forward somersault, controlling the flight and all those things. So when I come into that net, I get real serious about that landing.
Yeah, it's not something you see every day, and people are just.
Well, maybe you don't.
Right.
Right?
If you're worried about being fired from your job, then spare a thought for record breaker David Smith Jr. He gets fired from his job every single day. Hi, I'm Craig Glenday. I'm the editor-in-chief at Guinness World Records. Despite the lockdown, we've managed to finish work on the next edition, Guinness World Records 2021. And I'm itching to share the news with some of the record holders featured in the pages of the book. Next on my list is David Smith Jr. He holds records for being the world's highest and farthest human cannonball. So let's find out what it takes to be fired hundreds of feet through the air in this death-defying stunt.
Hello. Hi, are you Craig?
I'm Craig, yeah, how are you doing?
I'm good. Can you see me all right?
You've got a beautiful setting. I love the background.
Wonderful. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Does she have a name?
Does she have a name? Isn't that funny that you'd call it a she,
Well,
but I call it a she as well. No, she's just my baby.
So how does someone become a human cannonball? You were 19, I think, when you started. Is that right?
I was. I watched my father do it for my entire life. So my father designed and built the first cannons for our family. This is cannon number 8. I can't get into exactly how the cannon works. That's my father's secret. It's a family secret and an industry secret type of a thing. So I can't tell you what's inside, but I can tell you there's different power settings. And within those power settings, there's power stages.
How fast are you going when you're flying out of that thing?
Well, I believe I've reached 74 miles an hour on a distance world record in Italy. That's what they were saying, which is a heck of a takeoff, you know?
Yeah. Where do you begin planning being fired from a cannon?
We test them with sandbags. You know, it gives us a basic idea of what the cannon's going to do. There's very few times once we're in a season and on tour that I actually do test shots. There's not very often. I pretty much know what the cannon's going to do. I figure I've logged almost 8,000 shows, 25 years. So, and I've probably had about 6 that I couldn't walk away from.
And what do your family think? Are they terrified every time you climb aboard?
My poor mother. Half of her kids, and most of her kids have been shot out of cannons at one point or another.
I mean, I've read that it's quite dangerous. Like, people do die doing this if they get it wrong.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't expect to live through a miss. You know, the heights are just too much. The distance is too far that we do just on an average cannon shot. It's nerve-wracking to watch somebody that you love get shot out of a cannon. I can say that by watching my father do it. I'd rather be in control of them myself. Honestly, I'd rather get shot out of it than watch. Less nerves. If I really sit back and think about what I do for a living, it's pretty crazy. Really, it's kind of comical that people would love to come out and watch me get shot out of a cannon, but they honestly do. And young kids think I'm Superman, and old ladies, they come up and give me a hug at the end of it and say, wow, that was wonderful. I've never seen something like that in my entire life.
Like, why do you do it? What's the experience? Why are you putting your life at such risk?
It's validation. It's somebody coming over and saying, hey, guess what? You did it. You've achieved something that no one else has done. And it's written down in a book, and it's a part of history now. And if I go look it up, I can find it multiple times that David the Bullet Smith, the human cannonball, was the highest flying human cannonball on multiple occasions, and also the farthest flying human cannonball on multiple occasions. And it's validation of a legacy, I suppose. It's a wonderful feeling. And I thank you for that.
Despite the lockdown, we just finished working on the 2021 edition of the book.
Oh, yeah?
It's at press now, but I've got an advanced copy of from the printer. And I'm quite excited to say that you've made it onto the front. I don't know if you can see.
I've made it onto the front of what?
Of the book. So
I'm on the front cover of the book?
Well, so actually on the back cover, but there you are. Can you see that there? Being fired out the...
Wait, did you hear that? I'm on the cover. Thank you. Made the cover. Wow. I'm humbled.